Hello, everybody. It is 8 p.m. Welcome to From the Archives. I am DJ Lauren.
And DJ Myra.
Woo! We have a very special episode today. This is a 2010s animatics themed episode, and it's called It's Not a Phase, and it is featuring my good friend Nana, who we are going to put on in just a second. Okay, Nana, you are live.
Hello, I'm Nana. I'm one of Lauren's friends from high school, and I'm very excited to share my cringe 2010s music taste.
I'm so excited too. I feel like this is going to be so funny. All right, so this 2010s phase, around how old were you with like this, for this era of your life?
For the set list that I planned out, anywhere from 7 to 13-ish.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I feel like this is such a Gen Z thing, you know? Like, I don't know if, okay, maybe like young millennials, but I don't know if there's any other generation that was really with this whole like fandom animatic type like vibe, you know?
Like the YouTube internet kids.
Yeah.
Oh god. My sister's literally one of you. Oh my gosh. No, but she's the cool one out of us. She's like the most cultured, like when it comes to music and things that are like trending. She's like always the first one. So yes, love my brain rot child.
Yes, this is going to be true culture today. This is the effects of unrestricted internet access.
Absolutely. For better or for worse.
All right, we're going to start off strong with a Nightcore song.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Angel with a Shotgun?
Yeah, so it's like a Nightcore classic. I feel like if you've ever had a Nightcore phase, you've definitely heard this song before. I think it's like maybe the most streamed. I don't know who measures these statistics anymore, but I think definitely Nightcore was one of the big music scenes for an internet child in like 2012. And there's definitely all kinds of edits and whatnot that come from this time using this song that I can remember very vividly. I feel like it's just the aura. So I picked this as my first song to really set the mood.
All right, we're going to be setting the mood with some Nightcore. And yeah, when I looked this song up on YouTube, it had like 200 million views at least, I think. Maybe even more, but probably from all the editors pulling it illegally for their edits, which is totally not what we did. But yes, without further ado, this is Angel with a Shotgun by The Cab.
You better know what you're fighting for. Well, baby, you are all that I adore. If love is what you need, a soldier I will be.
That was Angel with a Shotgun by The Cab. I was looking up a little bit of this band's lore because I was thinking, wow, this really does not sound like a typical, Nightcore, like Vocaloid-esque song. But they're actually a pop-punk band. And they had been on basically indefinite hiatus since 2014, but now they're like back, like 10 years later. They're going to be at the When We Were Young Fest, which is kind of insane.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Honestly, that kind of did eat. That song ate.
Yeah.
But
Nana, what are your thoughts reliving that song?
Oh, yeah, so I'm definitely transported back to, wow, that's 10 years ago. Actually, that's scary. But I did not know that they were on, I don't know anything about The Cab other than, like, this one song. So it's crazy that they're back and that they're performing at a festival. And I wonder if they're going to play Angel with a Shotgun. They probably are, because it's, like, their one big song.
I hope they, like, do auto-tune and they, like, do the Nightcore live. I think that would be incredible.
That would be a peak experience.
It really would be. Okay, our next song is also an internet kid classic. This is Discord by The Living Tombstone. Myra, do you know this song?
I don't. Well, not just by, like, the title. Maybe if I hear it, but
I feel like you might. Because,
okay.
I don't know. I feel like this was kind of... I feel like it was a little bit of a gamer kid thing, which I know neither of us were, but I think it made its rounds with, like, different vibes of kids back in the day, Nana, why did you choose this song in particular?
Okay, so the actual origin, I actually thought the song was more well known, but the origins of the song are that it's a My Little Pony fan song. And I was a very big My Little Pony kid. There's another My Little Pony song in the set list, but I remember finding this song through, like, that vein of, like, MLP fan videos and, like, fan content, because there's a lot of actually, like, crazy good music out there that's being created by fans of My Little Pony.
Oh my gosh.
And its fans get a bad rep, and part of it is deserved, but also sometimes they cook. And I remember my sister was really obsessed with the song. Like, she would annoy me with it, but it's become a fond memory, you could say.
I don't know. We'll see if I recognize it, because my sisters and I were also really big My Little Pony girls, but mostly with, like, the Equestria Girls movies. We did watch like the whole show, but the Equestria Girls movies, like, soundtrack was so damn good. Oh my gosh!
I was so tempted to put the sirens.
Yes,
from the Battle of the Bands movie.
Oh my god,
so good, such a classic.
My sister and I always sing that one together. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Wait, that's so funny. Maybe that could be on a future episode.
Yes, My Little Pony songs only.
Only is crazy. There's
a lot of them out there.
Wow. I actually had no idea that this was a My Little Pony fan song. But when I was in my Scratch days, they played this a lot because they also had a lot of people who made animatics and posted them on Scratch, like a huge Warrior Cats thing, which I'm sure we'll be getting into later on tonight. So I'm very excited for this one as well. But yes, here is Discord by The Living Tombstone.
Of puppeteers, but I have a nagging fear someone else is pulling out the strings. Something terrible is going down through the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling out the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? catastrophe, played by a symphony. What a terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take a tyranny away. And sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take a tyranny away.
Discord by The Living Tombstone. And Myra was saying that yes, it does sound familiar. And you were telling me about how Discord's actually My Little Pony character.
Yes. He's like this dragon thing. But what's weird, like what I found out recently, I don't know if it's 100% true because I don't remember this, but my sister was telling me recently that he and Fluttershy are dating. And I'm like, what?
They never say that in the canon. They never say that, but everyone thinks so.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm like, girl, you can't be like they are dating, but you know what? Well, we can classify it as that, I guess.
That's so funny. I can't believe there's still like all these headcanons about My Little Pony like all these years later, because they don't make any new like material, right?
Yeah, the show wrapped up a little while ago, and they've been like kind of trying to reboot it, or like they had like that movie that came out a little while back. But yeah,
I think after like 2015 or 16, I feel like at least for like my sisters and I, it kind of died out, like in popularity, because it was like at its peak in like 2014, I feel like, but I don't know. I still really enjoy it. My sisters and I rewatched like all of the Equestria Girl movies in January. So good. But yeah, I don't know. That song sounded like kind of familiar. I don't know what I would have heard it from. Maybe like my sister, but I don't know. I feel like I've heard it before.
Okay, our next song. We usually don't try to repeat songs on the show. Like, it's not a hard rule, but, you know, just to keep our options open. But even though this next song we played before, I was like, I can't take it out. I feel like this is just so iconic for the lore. This is Clarity featuring Foxes by Zedd. And Nana, why did you choose this song?
Okay, so a lot of where my music taste came from when I was like just discovering like pop culture outside of radio, what they would play on the radio, was actually, it came from this one particular person on Scratch who had a series of projects called Warrior Cat theme songs.
Oh my god!
And all these projects was like a slideshow basically of images, and every time you hit space, the image would change and the next song would play. But I was on that religiously, and that's where I found a lot of the songs that I still listen to today, including Clarity. And it was really funny to then compare my experiences to where my elementary school friends had heard the song from, because they heard it from, like, more normal places. And then I would be like, oh, I heard this song because it relates to, I don't even remember what character it was, like Leaf Fool or something. But, yeah, I very distinctly remember, like, listening to that while I was playing Animal Jam, like on the playground, singing it with my friends.
Animal Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace. Animal Jam is basically gone now. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. I feel like this song is also one of those that means a lot for different groups, because I see it all the time in, like, those Asian American Seaside Boba memes. Because they associate this with rave culture, like Asian rave culture,
yeah.
which is so wild because it's also, like, cringe, loserly activity. No offense, but, like...
No, you're right.
So it's so funny. They're, like, making the song cool, I guess. I don't know. I still think it's a banger, regardless of
for
where
sure.
it's from.
Such a good era.
Yes, definitely a good era. All right, we can get into the song now. Clarity featuring Foxes by Zedd.
Frozen waves where the past comes back to life. Fight fear for the selfish pain, it was worth it every time. Hold still right before we crash, 'cause we both know how this ends. A clock ticks till it breaks your glass, and I drown in you again. Piece of me I wish I didn't need, chasing relentlessly, still fight and I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love is insanity, why are you my clarity? Don't speak as I try to leave, 'cause we both know what we'll choose. If you pull, then I push too deep and I'll fall right back to you. 'Cause you are the piece of me I wish I didn't need, chasing relentlessly, still fight and I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love
All right, everybody. That was Clarity by Zed. What are our thoughts, Myra?
Definitely ravecore. I was just saying, I feel like pretty much all of Zed's songs are so ravecore. I don't know. I feel like I don't really like EDM that much. Like I never picked to listen to it, but I love Zed songs, and I feel like they're always trending, or they like have a resurgence for a reason because they're just so damn good. I love Zed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this song was 13 years old. Like, there's no way.
That's insane to me.
And then, Nana, I think the next song that you chose is also from 2012. So, it's really, wow. Guys, we're so old now.
Don't say that. Oh my god. I was thinking about the other day.
Oh my god. I feel like everything that we're talking about, like Scratch and YouTube and stuff, that doesn't feel like that long ago to me.
Yeah.
I mean, not 13 years ago, because I wasn't like on YouTube at like that much when I was like 7. But still, like even in middle school, like I don't know, it just doesn't feel as long ago as it actually was. I don't know. Do you remember do you remember when we met in middle school? I know we talk about it a lot, but
I kind of.
Because there's definitely a lot of PE memories, I think.
Yes.
There was...
But, I feel like we didn't talk that much until the year after.
Yeah, I don't think so, but we... Okay, Myra, so we had Olympics in middle school PE where we had to form teams and choose a country, and then we would, compete in these challenges. It would be like, who can throw the frisbee the furthest, and just stuff like that. But we also had to do, an organized little gymnastics routine. That's what it was, right? Gymnastics?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, so Nana and I were Team Canada. I have no idea. What song did we do it to? Do you remember?
For ours? Oh, god, I really don't.
I remember Ayushi's Hamilton one.
I think that was the year after, or I remember one year I did Skylar Sisters with Ayushi.
That must have been, so you had a PE with Ayushi, I think 8th grade then, right? Okay.
No, that was 7th grade. I
that
remember
was
I had
7th grade?
PE within 7th grade, and then we would go to core together.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. Wow. Crazy memories. I'm trying to see what else from that time. Wait, were you in choir then? In middle school?
Yeah, that year.
I feel like I vaguely remember that, but yes. I don't know. I wonder if any of these songs has had any influence on, you as someone who's been in choir for quite a long time. Maybe the musical
definitely
songs.
in the later section with all the musical stuff that kicked in basically around the same time that I joined choir in middle school.
Yeah. Okay, we are getting close to First Burn, which, I haven't heard that song in a long time, so I am excited for that. But yeah, the next one, I actually don't know the song, but this is Teen Idol by Marina and the Diamonds. Mm-hmm. Were there any specific, what was this used for? Was this also an animatic song?
So this is actually a very specific animatic that I remember being associated with it, which is, this kind of ties into the stuff that we're going to be listening to later on, but there's this one person who got really big around, I want to say 2017, 18, for making Hamilton animatics on YouTube. Is this animator, and her name is Jin, spelled S-C-I-N, I think. But after doing all of her Hamilton animatics, she also made an animatic for the musical Heathers with Teen Idol as the song. And I remember specifically, watching that music video because she talked about how because of the copyright issue she couldn't use the original song, so she covered it and then also animated over it. I thought that was so cool, and then also I thought the song was really cool.
Wait, that is so cool. I had no idea that Sin, I guess, I didn't know that they were also a singer. Wait, so multi-talented.
Right.
Wow. Right. From a Heather's Animatic, this is Teen Idol by Marina of Marina and the Diamonds.
I wanna be a bottle blonde. I don't know why, but I feel calm. I wanna be an idle teen. I wish I hadn't been so clean. I wanna stay inside all day. I want the world to go away. I want blood guts and chocolate cake. I wanna be a real fake. Yeah, I wish I'd been a teen idol. Wish I'd been a prom queen fighting for the title. Instead of being 16 and putting up a Bible, feeling super suicidal. The wasted years, the wasted youth, the pretty lies, the ugly truth. And the day has come where I have died, only to find I've come alive. I wanna be a virgin pure, a 21st century whore. I want back my virginity so I can feel infinity. I wanna drink until I ache. I wanna make a big mistake. I want blood, guts, and angel cake. I'm gonna puke it anyway. Yeah, I wish I'd been a teen idol. Wish I'd been a prom queen fighting for the title. Instead of being 16 and burning up a Bible, feeling super suicidal. The wasted years, the wasted youth, the pretty lies, the ugly truth. The day has come where I have died, only to find I've come alive. Come alive, I've come alive. I wish I wasn't such a narcissist. I wish I didn't really kiss the mirror when I'm on my own. Oh God, I'm gonna die alone. Adolescence didn't make sense. A little loss of innocence. The ugly years of being a fool. A youth and to be beautiful. Yeah, I wish I'd been a teen idol. Wish I'd been a prom queen fighting for the title. Instead of being 16 and burning up a Bible, feeling super suicidal. The wasted years, the wasted youth, the pretty lies, the ugly truth. The day has come where I have died, only to find I've come alive. Only to find I've come alive. Only to find I've come alive.
Teen Idol by Marina and the Diamonds. Wow, that really was giving Heather vibes. I could see the connection from that one, so maybe I'll need to go and watch the animatic later.
It's quite good.
Yes. I actually texted my sister if she knew who Marina and the Diamonds were because they sounded pretty familiar to me. And then when I texted her, she got so excited and started texting me all these songs. And I was like, oh, damn. And then she was like, are there songs Nightcore? Because I used to listen to, like, this one Nightcore version of How to Be a Heartbreaker or something.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
that was definitely a Nightcore song.
Yes.
Wait, Myra, how old is she again?
Riley, she's 13.
See,
So
that's what's crazy to me because I know 13 is not that much younger, but it just feels
no,
like
it really does, like, it does feel like a big gap for me, though.
okay,
Yeah.
'Cause she's in, like, she is in 7th grade right now, which is insane
Oh,
to
wow.
me.
Wait,
Because
she's
then,
in 7th grade.
yeah, she, like, started school a year later
That's
because
that's how
she has
old
a late
I was
birthday.
when I was watching that animatic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, she really, like, was
Whoa.
able to experience, like, those same things that were, like, came out when we were kids, like, her age,
Mhm.
which is insane. But she, I don't know, she just loves things like that, like animatics.
Wait, that's so crazy though
Yeah.
because
I
like
just googled the original animatic again, and it literally came out like less than 2 weeks before my 13th birthday, so pretty on the nose there.
wow.
She's a time traveler.
I know because like for her she would have been like what 6 years old
No,
when
si-
that
Oh my god.
No,
stop it.
literally, when she was 6, I swear she was listening to things like this. Like, I can't even lie.
What?
Mm.
Like, I remember, I don't even know what it was we were talking about, but she was
She was
like,
ahead of her time.
she
I
was,
know.
like, as a 6-year-old, but she's like, oh, I used to listen to this when I was, like, 6. I'm like, girl, are you okay?
I don't know if I should be like scared for her or like oh the kids are all right, you know? Like are they? I feel like part of listening to this is like maybe I don't know, like
It's
what?
giving emo sometimes.
But she was 6. How
Yeah.
was she going
Yeah,
through
6 is crazy.
the emo cringe phase at 6 years old?
she's very special. She's also the theater kid in the family, so
Mm.
hopefully that explains it.
Wow. That's so fascinating. It's like when I went to a summer camp and I was like asking the kids like what songs they knew because we were playing a bunch of like throwbacks from our childhood, like Party in the USA and things like that. And there were some things where they were like, yeah, of course I know this song. Like, duh, like it's so popular. And I'm like, well, okay, I didn't know that because you were like 2 years old when it came out. And then there were some things where they were like, what? Blah, blah, blah. Harry Styles was in One Direction?
No,
Things
yeah,
like that.
that's
So,
crazy. Where
it's
they're like,
crazy.
"Wait, what's One Direction?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's One Direction?"
That's crazy.
So I just
I don't
have no idea how the kids are these days. Maybe it just depends on
Yeah, I
the
don't
individual.
I don't know. I think it just depends because I know my siblings are pretty like well caught up with things from like the 2010s, even though they were born in 2010. They are. I feel like they're pretty caught up on those things because of me. Like even when they got older and we were able to like be conscious of what they were consuming and stuff, I tried to make it known like the things that I liked, so it kind of stuck with them as well. But I don't know about the Nightcore and animatic stuff. I have no idea how Riley got into that so young.
It's definitely a YouTube rabbit hole.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I wonder if, not if your sister was ever put on to some of the stuff because of you, or like the other way
absolutely.
around.
I
Or,
dragged her into everything that I did.
oh my gosh, that's so funny. Wow, so weird. But like, I also forget that your sister is literally like, what, 17?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not too far.
So
off.
it's
17.
it's only a 2-year age difference, but in my head, I'm like, oh, freshman? Sophomore? No. Senior. Graduating senior.
That's literally how I think of her still.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
She's starting college next year.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
That's
Don't say
making me
this.
scared.
I know. Wow.
The kids are no longer kids. Ugh.
Wow. All right. We're going to do our next song now, which is from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And this is This Day Aria. Is it aria as in the opera, like an opera song?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know why they named it that, but this is I think the best song from the show, at least. It's so peak. And it's going to be kind of confusing to listen to the lyrics taken out of the context of the show. But yeah, me and my sister were definitely obsessed with this one. And we would sing it together, especially because there's like kind of two different parts of the song. And we would like each get to pick a little role. But yeah, I think it was ahead of its time for real.
Wow, I'm excited now. Going in blind, my first taste of the My Little Pony original soundtrack. This is This Day Aria.
This day is going to be perfect, the kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small. Every pony will gather round, see I look lovely in my gown. What they don't know is that I have fooled them all. This day was going to be perfect, the kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small. But instead of having cake with all my friends to celebrate my wedding bells, they may not ring for me at all. I could care less about the dress, I won't partake in any cake. Vows, well, I'll be lying when I say that through any kind of weather, I'll want us to be together. The truth is I don't care for him at all. No, I do not love the groom. In my heart there is no room, but I still want him to be all mine. Must escape before it's too late, find a way to save the day. Hope I'll be lying if I say I don't fear that I may lose him to one who wants to use him, not care for love and cherish him each day. For I also love the groom, all my thoughts he does consume. Oh, shining armor, I'll be there very soon. Finally, the moment has arrived for me to be one lucky bride. Oh, the wedding we won't make, he'll end up marrying a fake shining armor will be mine, all mine.
Wow, the production value on that song was really good.
Right? I forgot about the little, like, evil witch cackle at the end. I remember when I used to see it with my sister, we would always, like, make fun of that and go really overboard with it.
It felt very, like, Let It Go. Or, what, Let It Go? I don't know. But just, like,
Disney corn.
the little, you know, the part where the eventual, like, heroine, like, has her little evil moment before she redeems herself at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the context here, but that was kind of the
It's like
vibe.
a little bit. It was identity theft.
Oh, wow. I swear, it's always the kids' shows and books that have, like, the most interesting, like, themes and things like that. Like, there's so
Yeah.
much depth, you know?
That's what makes them so damn good.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like I missed out on a lot because I didn't really go through this sort of phase, and I don't even know what I was doing at the time, but I don't know. Because maybe now is my time to watch My Little Pony. Maybe that's what I'll be doing on the
can watch
plane.
My Little Pony anytime. Like, it's a kid's show. But I've been saying this since the beginning. I think any adult would benefit from watching it, too.
Yes.
I remember there was one girl in one of my classes who did a communist like interpretation of My Little Pony?
I have a feeling I know exactly which part they analyzed.
I don't know. It was something about where everybody had to like go to some village and they had to all be the same or something.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I know.
That was wild, but I think it was a really good presentation. From not knowing the actual context of that scene, it seemed pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Our next song is one that I am very familiar with. This is First Burn from Hamilton. So for all of y'all who don't know, this is not on the Hamilton official, like, original soundtrack, but this was the first draft of the song Burn. And they released it after the musical got popular with, like, a whole compilation of other drafted songs and covers and things like that, right? But yes, I have always liked this version more than the final one.
Right? It's better. I can't lie.
Yeah, and this is where Sin comes back into play, I think, right?
Yeah. Actually, I can't remember if she ever made an animatic with this one specifically, because I remember originally her intention was to do all of the Hamilton songs, but she stopped at some point because, like, obviously you can't expect one person to make however many, like, I don't even know how many songs are in Hamilton, but...
Wow, yeah.
But, yeah, definitely related, tied into that. But, yeah, I remember watching First Burn in choir, like, that. I think Hamilton was definitely very closely linked to choir because Adeline was the person who showed me Hamilton, and
Yes.
I got closer to Adeline through 7th grade choir. But yeah, I think it's just so cool. I've watched this video so many times. It's really good, like, to have all of the different people who played Eliza all come together. All that was really, really good.
This is when they're, like, in the recording booth, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I remember this video, too. It's been a hot minute, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We will now play First Burn from Hamilton. And, yes, this is from all the different people who played Eliza. For, like, Lexi Lawson and around 4 or 5 others. So, yes, here it is.
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when I told her what you'd done? She said, you have married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. Take another step in my direction. I can't be trusted around you. Don't think you can talk your way into my arms, into my arms. I'm burning the letters you wrote me. You can stand over there if you want. I don't know who you are. I have so much to learn. I'm rereading your letters and watching them burn. Girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Heaven forbid someone whisper he's part of some scheme. Your enemy whispers, so you have to scream. I know about whispers. I see how you look at my sister. Don't. I'm not naive. I have seen women around you. For your
Wow, that was First Burn, and that was my sleeper agent moment. Like, I don't think I've heard that song in years, but like, I feel like I remembered every word. Like, I was humming all of the vocal flips. I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it's so good. That ending part is like incredible.
Yes, and the little round that they do with each of them in that one part. Ooh, so good, so good. That was crazy. Yes, love that one. All right, the next one is actually, I don't think I even knew that this was a series, but this is from Tangled the series, and it's Ready As I'll Ever Be. And Myra, you said this was animated?
I think what I'm thinking of is the Rapunzel Tangled series, right? Okay, yeah. It's like a different type of animation from like the Tangled movie. But
yeah, it's more 2D. I actually never watched this show, but I found this song because of YouTube Animatics, and I watched a video and I didn't understand the context at all, but I was like, this eats.
Wait, was it a Tangled animatic or was it for a different fandom?
I can't remember, actually. Let me go on YouTube and see if it's there.
Wow, I also am curious to learn more about Tangled the series, because...
No, yeah, I also never watched it, but I do know about it because I do remember like the wedding short or something, and then after that there was like the series that came out afterwards, which it was like, I think it's supposed to be like an after Tangled thing.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It says Tangled Before, Ever, After.
Oh, before. But yeah, it's just like different from the movie.
Looking at these videos, I think it was either just the original that got uploaded by Disney, or there's like a Warrior Cats one. That's the other likely suspect, I think.
That makes sense. Wow. This actually is pretty cute. And they still have Mandy Moore voicing Rapunzel, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wonder if she's still what she's been in these days. Looks like she's a mom now. That's cool.
Oh.
She might still be acting, but I don't know. I love watching her stuff, and I love that they picked her for Rapunzel. She's like the perfect voice for a Disney princess.
Love her. Is this song also Mandy Moore's voice then? I would assume it is, right? Or...
Yes, I think so. It's not, I don't think she has a big part in it, but she has a couple lines in there.
Cool. Wait, who is it? Sorry, I didn't listen to the song beforehand. Like I said, the going in blind element. So whose song is this? What's the context?
I'm not quite sure. There's like these other characters they introduced. There's this guy called Varian, and he's like the big bad for this song, I think. It's like, basically the song is like preparing for bad guy's evil attack or something, and you kidnap the queen. I don't remember the context, because I just remember watching the original, like the video that Disney Channel put up, but I never watched the show, so I don't know actually what was happening.
I guess we'll find out then. Yeah, here it is. Ready As I'll Ever Be from Tangled the series.
Any moment now, Your Highness. Believe me, I know I've sunk pretty low, but whatever I've done, you deserve. Varian, quiet. I'm the bad guy, that's fine. It's no fault of mine, and some justice at last will be served. Please listen. Now it's time to step up, or it's time to back down, and there's only one answer for me. And I'll stand up and fight, 'cause I know that I'm right, and I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
Now it's time to rise up, or it's time to stand down, and the answer is easy to see. And I swear by the sword, if you're in, get on board. Are you ready?
I'm ready. We're ready. We're
sure we can do this.
Together we will guarantee
I'll make this happen.
It's time to lose all
they can trust me. I'll save my home and family.
Now the line's in the sand and our moment's at hand.
And I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
That was Ready As I'll Ever Be from Tangled the series. And we're down to our last two songs of the night. And we might be going a little bit past 9. So I think that it might be good if we say our goodbyes now. Very, very sad. But I did want to go into why you chose these last two songs. So we have Candy Store from Heathers and Sincerely Me from Dear Evan Hansen. So both two musical songs. Yeah, why did you choose these two?
I think these are definitely like the huge animatic songs from musicals. Like, if you know any song from Heathers or Dear Evan Hansen, it's going to be one of these two, or maybe Waving Through a Window, but from like animatics on YouTube. They were just so popular, and they're so catchy, and I still like them years down the line. But yeah, they're like very classic, like 2017-ish musical theater choices.
Yeah, I can viscerally remember you and Ayushi singing Candy Store back in, probably 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy that also became like the High School Musical too.
Yeah, they got the police called on me.
What? Wait, I feel like we need to go into this story. It's okay if we go. It's okay if we go a little bit over.
Okay, so it wasn't this song. It wasn't Candy Store. It was a song that's later in the musical called Meant to Be Yours. Basically, Heathers it has dark subject material because there's like a guy who kills people and blows up his school, right?
Yeah. Also, there's no censoring on this, so like you can say whatever.
Yeah. So for senior year, the school musical was Heathers, and I love Heathers. That was like one of my favorite musicals. So, like in the weeks before auditions, I would just like write the lyrics down anywhere because it's like fun for me to recall. And so I had it in like a Google Doc on my school account, and it just sat there. Like no one did anything about it initially when I like first wrote it down, but then literally months later, in August after I had graduated, I got like police knocking at my door, and everyone was confused. I had no idea what was going on. They came up to my door, and they're like, "So we heard from the school that you're potentially threatening to bomb the school." And I was like, "So where did you hear this from?" And they're saying, "Oh yeah, it seems we have some records of you writing this in somewhere in a document." And I was literally like baffled because it had happened so long ago, and also it was the school musical. If anyone had taken 2 seconds to like search, copy paste into the search bar, you would find out very immediately that his lyrics, like they literally rhyme. If you look at the rhyming, who took it as seriously as a bomb threat? But anyway, that was a really embarrassing thing for my school to do.
That is embarrassing for them. Like, not them thinking you were out there writing like a rhyming poem about
Right.
your vendetta against DV.
And the song also says like the fictional high school name. So like, what?
That's still so strange to me because I can imagine there are much worse things on other people's Google Docs, and I just don't know how their censorship algorithm got so far that they actually physically sent someone on duty to go to your house and ask you about that.
Yeah.
So wild. But yes. All right. We're going to do our last two songs of the night, but thank you so much for coming onto the show. This was so fun. I loved reminiscing back on these silly 2010s YouTube and Scratch times.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was so fun to make this little playlist.
Yes. All right, without any further ado, we have Candy Store from Heathers, and then we'll go straight into Sincerely Me from Dear Evan Hansen. Yes, good night, everybody. We will be back at 8 next week. Good night.
Possibly.
Oh, yes. Maybe the week after, because of spring break. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
And
Good night.
Good night.
Are we gonna have a problem? You got a bone to pick? You've come so far, why now are you pulling on my dick? I'd normally slap your face off, and everyone here could watch. But I'm feeling nice, here's some advice, listen up, biatch. I like looking hot, buying stuff they cannot. I like drinking hard, maxing dad's credit card. I like skipping gym, scaring her, screwing him. I like killer clothes, kick your nerds in the nose. If you like the balls, you can go play dolls. Let your mommy fix you a snack. Whoa! Or you could come smoke, pound some rum and coke in my Porsche with the quarterback. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Honey, what you waiting for? Welcome to my candy store. Time for you to prove you're not a loser anymore. Then step into my candy store. Nice wall at your feet, pay the check, help you cheat. All you have to do, say goodbye to Shamu. That freak's not your friend, I can tell in the end. If she had your shot, she would leave you to rot. Course, if you don't care, fine, go braid her hair. Maybe Sesame Street is on. Or forget that creep and get in my Jeep. Let's go tear up someone's lawn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Honey, what you waiting for? Welcome to my candy store. You just gotta prove you're not a pussy anymore. Then step into my candy store. You can join the team, or you can bitch and moan. You can live the dream, or you can die alone. You can fly with eagles, or if you prefer, keep on testing me and end up like her.
Veronica, look! Ram invited me to his homecoming party. This proves he's been thinking about me.
Color me stoked.
I'm so happy!
Honey, what you waiting for? Shut up, Heather! Step into my candy store. You're not a lame ass anymore. Then step into my candy store. It's my candy store. It's my candy. It's my candy store. It's my candy. It's my candy store. It's my candy store.
Dear Evan Hansen, we've been way too out of touch. Things have been crazy, and it sucks that we don't talk that much. But I should tell you that I think of you each night. I rub my nipples and start moaning with delight.
Why would you write that?
I'm just trying to tell the truth.
This needs to be perfect. These emails have to prove that we were actually friends. I'll do it.
I gotta tell you, life without ya has been hard, has been bad, has been rough,
kinky.
And I miss talking about life and other stuff.
Very specific.
Shut up.
I like my parents.
Who says that?
I love my parents, but each day's another fight. If I stop smoking drugs, then everything might be alright.
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it.
If I stop smoking crack.
Crack?
If I stop smoking pot, then everything might be alright. I'll take your advice. I'll try to be more nice. I'll turn it around, wait and see. 'Cause all that it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely me.
Are we done yet?
Well, I can't just give them one email. I want to show that I was, like, a good friend, you know?
Oh my god.
Dear Connor Murphy. Murphy, yes, I also miss our talks. Stop doing drugs, just try to take deep breaths and go on walks. No. I'm sending pictures of the most amazing trees.
No.
You'll be obsessed with all my forest expertise.
Absolutely not.
Dude, I'm proud of you. Just keep pushing through. You're turning around, I can see.
Just wait and see.
'Cause all that it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely me.
My sister's hot.
What the hell?
My bad.
Dear Evan Hansen, thanks for every note you send.
Dear Connor Murphy, I'm just glad to be your friend. Our friendship goes beyond your average kind of bond. But not because we're gay.
No, not because we're gay.
We're close, but not that way. The only man that I love is my dad.
Well, anyway,
you're getting better every day.
I'm getting better every day.
Keep getting better every day. Hey, 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 hey! 'Cause all that it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely, miss you dearly.